Okay, good evening and welcome, race fans. Here tonight we are at Maximum Speed Racing at Bristol tonight with the Xfinity cars for 150 laps. This should be an exciting race, a very popular track car combination. And I've had some good reports that the setup feels good. The guys are anxious to get going, and we're anxious to get back into the booth here again. We've been kind of like on a hiatus for a few days here. A lot of leagues off over the holidays and taking breaks in between seasons, whatever. So we're anxious to get back into the booth here and get going again. So again, welcome and thanks for tuning in here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate it. Ed, I said poke me a number.
I know, I saw your poke.
Okay. Okay.
Are we doing 2 numbers tonight?
Well, yeah. Don't we always?
Okay. I guess.
Well, I picked one between 1 and 10, which I gave you that number, and I picked one between 11 and what? 14, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
You got 14 drivers in there? Wow.
No, you're not including me, are you?
No. Oh,
Yeah, you
yeah,
are.
yeah. I am 13 then.
13 drivers tonight.
Wow. Time to start removing people.
Just so, man, that's awful. 13 drivers.
We are on the air, so. All right. Well, let's see. Looks like we're about a little less than a minute and a half away from qualifying.
Hello, Rudy.
Yeah, you gonna come down or?
Yeah, I was getting some other stuff finished up real quick.
Oh, okay. Kind of like that, having you and Ed in here with me.
Yeah, the boost's not big enough.
Oh,
Kind of smells like Geritol.
well, you need to lose some weight then.
Y'all just need to get younger.
Well, that ain't gonna happen, unfortunately. So. All right, just a few seconds away. I'm gonna mute you guys real quick here, and I'll be right back. Wow, Timothy Lewis on the top. Whoa, where did that come from?
That ain't gonna last long.
Well, maybe not, but wow, where did that come from?
Looks like, I don't know if Sean Baller's gonna qualify because he had the fastest lap on the track with a 15.257. So
Yeah, he'll be qualifying here in a minute. He wants them bonus points.
yeah, 10-4.
Unless he hit the wall, but I doubt it. I don't look for Sean to make that kind of mistake. Daniel Smallwood hasn't qualified either. There's Sean.
There it is, Sean. 308.
Beating Timothy by over a tenth. Guess I'd better get some light in here.
Yeah, blind you.
It's starting to get that time where the darkness is starting to come a little quicker now this time of the year. It's starting to go the other way, Ed. Heading back towards winter.
Winter, yep.
Yuck.
Yeah, exactly.
There's Daniel coming in second.
Yep, with a 418.
Boy, small field, man.
Well, should be good racing in a small field like this.
Should go by pretty quick.
Yeah, Rush ain't racing with us tonight.
He's still got that problem with his pedals.
Oh yeah, 10-4.
He keeps saying he's going to work on it, but needs to take a break from Farmville 2 and get to working on it. You just can't peel him away from Farmville 2.
No, I hear you, bud.
Yeah, just a couple of non-qualifiers. Nathan Miller, Brian Phillips, Chris Boyles. All right, down here a little. Get everybody accounted for. Okay, Sean Butler taking the pole here with a 15.308. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Daniel Smallwood starting in second. Timothy Lewis in third. David Howard Jr. starting fourth. Tyler Stanley fifth. Scott Brinson in the General Lee starting sixth. Mark Robertson seventh. Kevin O'Brien eighth. William Kirk ninth. Looks like we go all the way back to Nathan Miller starting 13th, Brian Phillips 14th, and Chris Boyles rounding out the field in 15th place. Small field. Is there like 12 drivers? Something like that, 12 drivers.
12 drivers tonight.
Well, But pace car just seems to get slower and slower, don't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
Man. Well, Sean decides to start on the high side. That's a good call. The upper line is probably the fastest line, so got the most grip up there. Two pace laps, Ed.
Hey, one more time around, we'll have the lights, they're all shut down. We'll get that thing on the roll. What happened to Mark's car or something? Happened to Mark Robertson sitting on pit road. I think he had some gas pedal issues there, but we'll see. We get back on track. We did miss the start, so we'll see what's going to happen. Okay, our pace car is diving into pit road, waiting for that green flag to drop here. Green flag dropped. Boogity boogity, guys. Let's go racing.
Wow, Ed, you messed that all up.
Oh boy, spit and sputter.
Well, Daniel Smallwood got a little bit of a lead over Butler, but I don't know how long that's going to last on that low line. Still side by side, though. You don't want to race like that for very long. Finally, Sean gets the upper hand. Yep. Timothy Lewis in third.
Oh, Sean Butler just scrapes the wall there. Timothy Lewis there rolling up on the inside, though, of Smallwood. See if he can hold on.
I said you can't do that very long, boy. It just eats them tires right up.
Oh, it sure does. Get David Howard Jr. You're going to roll right back of Timothy Lewis there. Got Tyler D. Stanley there. Going up back of David Howard Jr. Oh, Smallwood spinning.
Yep, Smallwood bringing out the caution.
Saves the car.
Let's go back and see what happened here. If he had a little help or if he just got loose. Looks like he was loose on coming out of turn 4. And as he goes into turn 1, he just drives it in there too hard. And then Timothy Lewis does get into the back of him. Looks like he does miss the barrels at the end of pit road, so that will bring out caution number 1.
Sure does, Rudy. He'll go get some fresh tires and let full of Sunoco fuel and get back out there. And Miller's going in the pit road, get some fresh tires.
Mark Robertson gets away by.
Didn't put him back on the lead lap.
William Kirk up the 5th already after starting 9th. Scott Brinson 6th, Kevin O'Brien 7th. Brian Phillips in 8th, and then these guys all catching up to the rear of the field. Nathan Miller 9th, and Daniel Smallwood top 10. I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood are watching. So big shout out to them. Marvin Cullen in there rooting for David Howard Jr.
Okay, Rudy, our our lights are off on the pace car. Get this thing back under green.
Yes, sir. Timothy Lewis going to be starting in second now.
Let's see if he can hold off Sean Butler there, Rudy. He's pretty fast. Sean Butler up on that high side.
I'll tell you what, though, Timothy was doing a good job on the low line.
Hey, pace car is in the pit road. Green flags waving, John Lynn. Boogity, boogity, booty, boys. Let's go back racing.
Wow. Sean sleeping at the wheel.
Sleeping, I guess so.
Wow, that give Timothy Lewis that lap. David Howard Jr. second. William Kirk gets by Sean and goes into third.
He sure does.
Man, I don't know what was going on with Sean there.
He's been sleeping on the wheel right there. Take a little nap. He'll get back up there. You'll see. He's got the momentum. He's got the car.
Nathan Miller in sixth. Scott Brinson seventh. Daniel Smallwood already back up to the 8th place. We're getting kind of single file now. And Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood in chat said hello to you and I, Ed.
Well, hello. Good to have you here tonight with us.
Smallwood getting by Scott Brinson and goes into 7th. Timothy Lewis with a 0.6 of a second lead over David Howard Jr.
Well, you know, you get that clean air out in front there, and you don't have to worry about nobody behind you or front of you. When you got out in front like that, it's just awesome because then you can really run the track and you can run your line without worrying about nothing.
Yes, sir.
And Timothy Lewis knows how to get around this joint here, too.
Yep. 0.7 of a second lead. It's just all about smoothness, and looks like William Kirk looks on the inside of David Howard, takes that position away.
And Sean Butler going to go along with him.
Yes, sir. So David going back to 4th. All it takes is one little slip in the corner like that, just missing your mark, and it's all over.
Oh, it sure is.
Sorry, guys. Had to step away for a little bit, but I'm back now.
Cool.
Got our information we were trying, or a little bit of the information we was trying to get earlier.
I don't know, that TeamSpeak that I was in, that wasn't Extreme Motorsports' TeamSpeak. I don't know whose that was.
Yeah, that's Rick's.
Okay. It had all Narn people in it.
It's got SRA and Cora and everybody else in there too.
Oh, okay.
I think he just set the channels up that way for the race tonight.
Oh, okay.
But while I'm thinking about it, and I don't forget it, this coming Monday at 10:15, they're going to have a meeting over in that TeamSpeak to discuss the racing stuff Wednesday.
Okay. All right.
So just help me not forget.
You helped me not forget. How's that?
We can't rely on Ed to remind us to, so.
Smallwood getting by Nathan Miller. No, not quite. Hey, there's James Lehman in chat.
Ooh, Kurt got a little loose there. Got it under control there. I guess Sean Butler to come up on that back of that bumper some more of his car. Patience is a virtue.
What a real good sight it is to see Timothy Lewis out there leading this thing.
Yeah, I know it. By 0.8 of a second now over William Kirk. He just keeps extending that lead out there. 17 laps he's led. You know, he hasn't. Sean Butler hasn't even led one lap yet. Isn't that funny? Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, he did. He led 8. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he led 8 laps.
I thought he led the first couple laps.
My eyes got crossed there, and I thought I seen a 0, and here it's an 8. Sorry.
Ow.
No. Well,
Put the bong
Boy,
down.
William Kurt is coming fast, man, because Timothy Lewis letting off the gas. I don't know what's going on. Or he lost contraction of those tires. He's slinging way up
trying to
towards the
save the
hill.
tires.
they're closing up on him pretty quick. All of them are. David Howard Jr. only 0.9 of a second back now. Daniel Smallwood goes into 6th. Scott Brinson 3.8 seconds behind the leader. Nathan Miller not far behind him. Kevin O'Brien 9th. Chris Boyles in 10th.
Oh, Timothy's going to let him go by.
Uh-oh. Timothy got out there and used them tires up too quick.
Definitely.
William Kirk leads the lap.
Oh, I figured it out. Back on lap 26, the reason why Brinson and them are so far back, the number 2 and Nathan Miller got real loose in the middle of 1 and 2, and Brinson had to check up to keep from running into him, and that kind of backed him up to the lead 6.
Oh, okay. Brian Phillips running in 11th, and Mark Robertson 12th, and it's still 1 lap down. Started on pit road. Kirk and Butler, looks like they're going by Brian Phillips, and that puts Brian a lap down. Well, I'll tell you what, they're chewing the laps up pretty quick here, guys.
That's good.
Yeah, we already got 36 laps done. Wow, that's
That's
good.
right. The quicker they get done, the quicker we can hit GTA 5.
There you go. Tommy, always thinking ahead.
Right. Like Chris Boyes lost it coming off of turn 2. I seen him down on pit road.
Oh, yes.
The wrong pit road at that.
Whoopsie. Yep, he's got to drive through and go to the other one.
I saw Sean just get just a little bit loose again, but he saved it, so.
Well, I'm not worried about Sean. He'll be there at the end. He always is.
And he's like that little annoying gnat. He stays there so long, and you're swatting at him until finally you hit yourself.
Yep.
Now, are we going to have a pit stop here, Rudy? Green flag pit stop on this track?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think they can make it more than about 80 to 90 laps, I think.
Okay.
I don't think I'd want to. Man, definitely want tires. The rest of the field here pretty ganged up. Timothy Lewis, David Howard Jr., Tyler Stanley, and Daniel Smallwood, all pretty tight together.
Yeah, they are. This looks awesome.
Yeah, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
I mean, the tires really haven't fallen off much. I mean, just looking at our leader, William Kirk's lap time, his fastest lap was on lap 2 at a 15.506. His last lap was a 15.770, so that's not but just a little over 2.5 minutes. The tires aren't falling off much. It's all about
it's
just
coming,
taking
though.
care
He's
of.
looking on the inside. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Butler's going to have a hard time. Butler's going to have a hard time getting by Kirk, I think. Especially if he's trying to do it on the low side.
Happened to the number 2 and Nathan Miller, hard contact with the wall.
He's heading for pit road.
Yeah, it looks like he pushed up coming out of 4, bounced off the outside wall and hit the inside wall. Kept it down on the apron so we didn't end up getting a caution or anything, but
Smallwood to the inside.
You know, I was thinking Smallwood just got some fresh tires because he went and pit and fixed some of that damage there earlier.
He got a pretty good run on Tyler Stanley here, but
Inside won't work, though. It's just it's tough down there.
It is. The high line is definitely the line here. And it looks like if he stays there, he's just going to chew them tires up, so he does fall back into position here.
Oh, there goes Sean Butler. He's going to look at the inside, and Kurt's give it to him.
Wow. Did it on the inside, huh?
Yep.
yeah, Kirk had to get out of the gas real bad coming out of 4 that time, which left the door open for Butler to drive through.
Well, we're a third of the way through. 100 to go. These guys keep this up, and man. Timothy Lewis still in third after leading 21 laps. We still got third, fourth, fifth, and sixth all tight together right here.
Caught. We got a caution.
Uh-oh. Let's see where it's
Scotty
at.
bounced off the roll.
Oh, I guess so. Dang. Oh, and got into Mark Robertson. Just a slight right-hand corner touch there by Mark Robertson. I don't think Mark got any damage on it. Scott, I think Scott will be okay, though. Should be able to get on pit road. Looks like the leader bringing them all down pit road now.
It really looks like, if my math is right, I went up and talked to William Kirk there just a second ago about fuel-wise. He had not pitted yet and had 12.5 gallons of fuel left, I believe, or 12.2. These guys won't have to stop, and they actually, from the green flag, they wouldn't have had to. If my math's right, they could do 158 laps. But of course, you know as well as I do, the tires don't last here. So this, if it goes green, this could be our last pit stop.
Oh, wow.
Got quiet. I was down there doing some figuring.
Sorry, sneezing my head off here. Man. Allergies are in full gear tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of who would be the way by. I'm not sure if it would be Mark Robertson or...
Oh. Should be...
Brian Phillips, maybe.
It was, yeah, because Mark, the contact with him and Brinson
Right.
took him out of the position for it.
Right. Okay.
Looks like Mark pitted, so yeah, he's still going to be a lap down. That put Brian Phillips back on the lead lap.
Cool. Well, we still got a few guys on pit road. Scott Brinson, Nathan Miller, and Chris Voiles. Sitting there getting that damage fixed.
Alright, I'm having fat boy problems. Going to concession stand. Anybody want a drink?
Yeah, take one.
Yeah.
Or hot dog?
Or a hot dog, yeah.
Hot dog and a Coors Light. How's that? Fat boy problems.
Okay, Rudy, our pace car dies in the road. Green flag, wave, gentlemen, boogity, boogity, boogie. We're back racing.
Good
Sean
start.
Butler gets that run there. He ain't sleeping that time.
No, he wasn't. David Howard gets by Timothy Lewis. Daniel Smallwood in 5th.
Save those tires. We still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, he's taking a look on the inside of Timothy Lewis and goes into 4th.
Sure that. Ooh, David Howard Jr. gets a little bit loose there. He saves it up and keeps on moving.
Timothy Lewis back to 5th place. Tyler Stanley in 6th. Guys are racing it pretty good here.
Oh, they sure are, Rudy.
Kevin O'Brien in 7th as he gets around Brian Phillips. Brian goes back to 8th. Now Mark Robertson in 9th. 1 lap down yet. Brinson back out on the track in 10th place. 1 lap down.
At least I got some of that damage up there fixed and get him back on the track.
Butler's still trying to hold off Kurt. A little less than a half a second ahead of him.
Well, you got that fresh air. You got the tires. You might as well go forward.
Kurt can't shake David Howard Jr. and Smallwood is coming.
Smallwoods, I think, is just going to save his tires for right now, Rudy. We got a ways to go here yet. That would be the best thing, just ride up on that top side and just save what you can get to the end.
Well, I'll tell you what, there isn't a driver on the track that changes his paint jobs any more than Daniel Smallwood.
There it is. Kurt got loose.
Oh, yeah. There he goes.
Running it real hard to get those tires up overheated there.
He tries to get back under power here. He goes back to 6th place. That puts David Howard Jr. 2nd, Daniel Smallwood in the 3rd. Yeah, Daniel, every week that Junior changes his paint job, Daniel changes it. That's pretty cool. Always running the paint scheme.
Got a little,
yeah, he
got
did.
a little loose there too. He's gathered it back up though and saves it. Gives Timothy Lewis to catch him back up though, back on the back of his bumper.
Well, he's got them tires hot now, boy. They're slick.
Oh yeah. Trying to run that car real hard to catch those leaders.
Well, we're coming up on the halfway mark already.
Sweet.
Wow, another 5 laps.
It don't take long here, Rudy.
Nope. Sure don't.
Oh, Howard is loose. Did he save it? He saves it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's on the apron.
Oh, is that going to bring out the caution? No. No caution. He gets
Good
it going.
save.
Wow. I cannot believe that did not bring out the caution. He goes
Tires
back
got a
to
little
8.
too hot. Get a little too hot there. I told you, got to be really easy. We got a long ways to go.
I put Smallwood in 2nd, Timothy Lewis 3rd, and Tyler Stanley 4th. David now 11.1 seconds behind the leader. Man, trying to get them tires cooled off.
I tell you right now, Smallwood is catching him.
Half a second behind him.
Just got to keep those tires just right, and when they let off the throttle, then give it back to throttle so you're not burning the heck out of those tires.
And just by watching it right here, the last couple laps I've seen watching Smallwood, driving it in the corner way too hard. Getting in there, having to get on the brakes real hard. I mean, he closes up on Butler on entry because he's driving it in harder, but he loses everything he gained on exit because he can't get the thing to rotate in the center, and he's also heating that right front tire up. I think Smallwood's banking on us having another caution to where he can put tires on it later. If not, he ain't going to have a right front left here in about 30 laps.
Yeah, 10-4, bro.
Kirk back into 5th, 3.7 second back. Kevin O'Brien in 6th. David 7th. Brian Phillips, last one on the lead lap, 8th place. And he's not that far ahead of the leader. You see the leader, he's about 3/4 of a straightaway ahead of Sean. Boy, Sean closed up big time that time.
Hey, did you guys remember to pick your numbers?
Yes, sir. Mark Robertson in 8th. Looks like Nathan Miller's retired from the race. Chris Boyle's still sitting on pit road. Scott Brinson in the top 10. Still got a lot of damage on the car, but he's running okay. Sometimes they run better all rushed up like that.
Yeah, just ask Rush.
Yeah. Now they put Brian Phillips a lap down.
I
68.
think that's all part of Rush's idea when he goes out there. See how bad I can tear this thing up and still drive it.
67 to go. And these guys are picking them up, putting them down.
Maybe we should have did 200 miles here.
150 is fine.
I think originally we did have it like 2 or 250 or something, didn't we, Ed? And
Yeah,
man, that would be a forever race.
Well, the good thing is we're halfway and we're 36 minutes into the race, so.
Yeah, a little over halfway. Ten laps past halfway. And the front four are definitely still hanging right pretty tight together there. Smallwood a half a second off of Butler. Timothy Lewis 9/10, and Tyler Stanley 1.1 second. And back to Kurt 3.8 seconds. Seems like he's got it back up to speed and rolling again. Kevin O'Brien in 6th. Oh, into the wall. Just a slight tap of the wall. David Howard, the next one to go a lap down. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's nice. That's always nice when your video card crashes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Frame?
Okay. Yeah, it's always nice when it crashes.
Okay, Rudy, we'll have us another one by Friday.
There you go. A way better one.
That's right. Hope the viewers will be able to see a big difference in it. I don't know, does the video card actually, if I don't know anything about computers, does the video card actually show up on the stream like that, the difference in them?
Well, yeah. Yeah, you should have seen the difference between, you go back and look at some of the older videos I did, the difference between the 660 that I was running with 2 gigabytes of memory compared to this 970 superclock with 4 gigs,
Right,
big difference.
I guess that is true. I got bored today at work and went back and watched my very first race with MaxSpeedTV at Texas.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
I'm just looking over here in chat, everybody asked what happened. I told them the video card crashed, and Kevin Bonner posted that he couldn't make it in time. His truck was stolen today.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
That's a bummer.
Just think your day could be that bad.
Dang.
My truck got stolen. I think I just have to go to the bar and sit.
Tyler Stanley all over the back of Timothy Lewis. Man, he's just relentless. He's like
Almost
Sean
want a
Butler. that thing
Yeah.
that won't go away. Oh, Timothy
I almost want
Lewis.
to key up in the room and tell everybody, good job, we got 50 laps to go, but I know if I do that, then somebody will wreck.
Yep.
Tyler Stanley gets by him.
Yeah. Timothy Lewis went to the low line there and let him by. I think Timothy's starting to feel the fall off of them tires a little bit, and he says, you know, he's just definitely faster than me, and I'm holding him up.
Look where Smallwood is, man. He's almost on the back bumper of
Yeah.
Sean Butler.
Coming up on
Oh, Sean got just a little bit wiggly there.
coming up on Kevin O'Brien to pass him up, put him a lap down. So 6 cars left on the lead lap. David Howard Jr., the next one to go a lap down. He's just ahead of the leader, Sean Butler. Well, ever since I have a whole truckload of video cards here, I mean, you couldn't haul them all in the back of a 3/4 ton pickup. It would blow the tires right out of them. I might be looking to sell some of these video cards, maybe. Well, I don't know. I'll keep that 660 for a backup, because this one here, they're giving me my money back. So... back from Sean back to Daniel. Daniel's just really giving him a hard time right now. 45 to go. Make that 44.
Got to get on that back bumper and give him a little shake in there.
I don't think that'll shake up Sean.
Depending on how gingerly you get to that bumper.
Yep.
Just because I know Sean would do it to me, I'd probably drive it in there about firewall deep. Bump and run!
Yeah, bump and run, baby. Well, Timothy Lewis is still hanging on the back of Tyler Stanley, so I don't know. Since Tyler got by Timothy, he really hasn't like pulled away or anything. He's just kind of hanging there. Kirk's 4.7 seconds back, the last one on the lead lap, as David Howard Jr. now does go a lap down. Well, Sean fixing to capture win number 11, isn't it? 11 for the season? Or is it 12?
I think so. I'm not sure. I have to look back.
11 or 12? No, I think it's 12. I don't have the points up here. I can pop them up, though.
12. This will be win number 12 if he can bring it home, but I wouldn't count out Smallwood.
Oh, no, he's keeping the pressure on. Yes, sir.
Oh, boy, he climbed up the hill that time.
Keeping on, keeping on. Yeah, this will be win number 12. Yep, you're right, Tommy. Well, David Howard Jr. is closed up to 46 points behind Sean, but him being a lap down now, I doubt that that's going to close up anymore, and David Howard has not led any laps, where Sean's led 75 now.
Already locked the most up right there.
Yeah, this lap here, he will guaranteed it. Nobody else can beat that. Oh, yeah, well, definitely it would have, yeah, because we had other leaders. Okay. Yes, sir. Smallwood now half a second behind him. And Tyler Stanley's fallen way back 4 seconds off the leader. Him and Timothy Lewis back here still having a battle of their own. I think maybe it might have been such a thing as Timothy just didn't like being ahead of Tyler like that, because, you know, with a car being that so close all the time, it does kind of disrupt the air on that back spoiler. It makes the car a little loose, and he may have been feeling that. Now Timothy looks to the inside of Tyler, drives it into the turn pretty hard, still side by side. Tyler into the wall.
Tyler hits the wall. Boy,
Whoa.
Hard hit.
He's got some right side damage now. That's going to hurt. Timothy goes back into third.
30 laps to go.
Kirk still in fifth, 6.4 seconds behind the leader with some right front damage. And he gets into the wall just a little bit again. David Howard Jr. 6th place. Kevin O'Brien 7th. Mark Robertson in 8th. The leader goes by him to put him another lap down. Scott Brinson in 9th. And Brian Phillips 10th. We had 2 retirees, Nathan Miller and Chris Boyles, out of the race. Butler starting to extend that lead out. 9
Smallwood got hung up behind Mark Robertson there. Come out of the corner, and Mark, of course, the track throws the cars to the outside, so Mark's car went up, but instead of Daniel giving him the chance to get it back down the track, Daniel drove it in low and went in low to the first corner, and it really pushed up the track, and he had to get on the brakes real hard.
Oh.
That right there cost him.
Now he's going to have to reel Butler back in, but 25 to go. Butler coming up on Scott Brinson. Scott staying low and letting him go by. Smallwood 1.1 second back. Timothy Lewis in third. And now Tyler Stanley all over him. Wow. Those two have been just stuck together for pretty much about 3/4 of the race now. They've just been stuck right together. I think they got a rope tied from back bumper to front bumper or something. Wow, Tyler closed up on him hard that time.
I think Smallwood just knocked the wall down off 4.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
That cost him a lot of time too, down 1.8 seconds behind Butler. Boy, and I don't know if there's enough laps for him to reel Butler back in, because Butler's on a rail right now. Butler's going to have to really make a mistake there. Tyler falls off of Timothy Lewis a little bit. They go by Scott Brinson on the high side. Kirk starting to close in on them too. He's less than a second behind Tyler Stanley right now. Tyler can feel the presence, I think. He says, you know, I'm going to have to either get by Timothy or I'm going to get captured here by William Kirk, because he is bearing down on him. He's still hanging about a second, though. But, you know, all in all, these guys are reeling in the leader. Do you know that? Do you realize that?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The whole time they're racing here, they are reeling in the leader. I mean, they're a long way back, but... So Butler could be feeling some tire fall off right now. Smallwood 2.4 seconds behind Butler.
Oh, Timothy Lewis and Tyler got into each other, man. Caution's out.
Okay, we're going to go back and check this out.
It looked like they went off into turn 3. Tyler went to the bottom, and they were door to door right there. Timothy just made just the slightest contact with the outside wall, and it shot him down right into the O2 of Tyler Stanley.
Yes, sir.
So now,
Oh, do you pit?
You got to pit, because if not, Butler's last lap he ran was a 15.8. These guys, when they put tires on them, and I think somebody just blew up. When these guys put tires on, they're down to the 15.4s. That's 4/10. I mean, you've got to take tires. There's no way not to.
It took 2.
Well, it took 2 tires, gentlemen.
Yeah, William Kirk and Tyler Stanley stayed out. Interesting. Well, looks like Kirk's saying, no, I've got to come to pit road. Tyler's coming to pit road too. So that's going to give the lead up to Daniel Smallwood.
That William Kirk led that lap.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
Just barely.
But he had already had led 19 or 18.
Yeah, that's right.
I gave him 19. But that's the first lap Daniel Smallwood's led, though. Taking 2 tires got him out ahead of Butler.
For that what lap 41, guys?
At 141, we've got 10 to go. 9 to go when they get the line this time. 2 tires might not be a bad deal. With the damage that Smallwood's got on the right front of this thing, it could be making that thing where it's not turning very well. 2 tires is going to loosen it up. this is going to be pretty interesting here. Now, Tyler Stanley starting, I'm sure Smallwood's going to take the outside. If he takes the outside, you're going to have Tyler Stanley starting behind him on the outside, which is always a deadly combination. It's going to put Butler and Kirk down on the bottom. These last couple laps are going to get interesting.
Oh, yeah. We may not have seen the last caution.
I don't want to say it, but I don't think we have.
I don't want to say it either.
I mean, I'd love nothing more to see him come off the corner 3 wide sideways, and the first one to the line wins.
I know it. Well, the thing of it is, Sean's been pretty good on the low line, as we've seen earlier. He got by Kirk on the low line. Now with Daniel with 2 tires, but he has the line. Let's see if Butler's got enough horsies under the hood there to get by Daniel on the low line. This is going to be interesting. 7 to go when they get the green. Get them going, Ed.
Better believe it. Okay, pace car dives into pit road. Green flag's waving, gentlemen. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Whoa, Daniel.
Boy, Smallwood's sleeping there.
Man, Kirk gonna get by him. What the heck happened to Daniel?
On the tires.
Whoa. Not good. Oh, Kirk loose. Has to chase it up the hill. That opens the door for David Howard to get in there and Tyler Stanley. Smallwood, 0.2 of a second as these guys pull way away from the rest of the field.
Time to go, gentlemen. It's time to go.
Well, I think the 2 tires might have been a good call. The reason being for track position, maybe. But it was good that Daniel did get up there and get the lead a lap, so that gives him a point. But he's 160 laps behind Butler coming into this race, and about 120 or 115 behind David Howard and Brian Phillips.
I want you to look at something. Before that caution came out, David Howard Jr. was a lap down.
Yeah.
Got the lucky dog, restarted. Misfortune on the outside line. Now he's running in 3rd on the lead lap from either 5th or 6th, 1 lap down. I actually think he was 6th because Timothy Lewis was up there in the top 5.
Yeah. Tyler Stanley still trying to get by William Kirk. 2 to go, folks. Butler in the lead by 0.4 of a second over Daniel Smallwood. Last lap. Here we go. Butler and Smallwood. Smallwood bears down on him, but not enough time. And Butler going to win here at Bristol tonight. Wow, congrats to Butler. That makes win number 12. Well, we're going to get Butler down here and have a chat with him. Let's see. John Butler.
Yes, sir. How's it going, Rudy?
Win number 12 here, brother. Man, I'll tell you what, Smallwood was giving you a tough time, but congrats on your win.
Yeah, he did what he had to do. He took 2 tires there on that last stop trying to get out front of me. Unfortunately, I think he just couldn't get going on those tires, I guess, because once it went green, I just shot right out in front of him. So, I don't know. It's a great race.
Yeah.
Running behind some people, and Daniel kept up with me for quite a while, and then he just fell off there. He used up his tires, I guess. A lot of the guys were telling me that they were running 58, 59% after that long run, and I had 69, 70% on the right front. So,
wow.
Yeah, I don't know if they're driving in too hard or what. I have no idea.
But we did see a few of the guys, they were driving it in there pretty hard. Daniel, I know he was driving it into the turn. He could catch you going into the turn, but you'd pull away from him coming out of the turn. So he was definitely driving it into the turn a lot harder than you. But didn't matter. You got by him on that restart. I guess Daniel did smoke the tires. We'll talk to him here in a minute, but he did smoke the tires on that restart. But he did a 2-tire change, did what he had to do. He got out there and got the point for leading a lap. And I guess a point means everything out here. When you're going through all these races. But anyhow, congrats on your win, Sean. And anybody you want to say hello to or thank?
Thank my teammates over at Insanely Fast Motorsports for doing some practicing. That's helping those guys out, and it's helping me out, getting a little bit better, which I don't think anyone needs. But but thank you up there to Rudy in the booth, and Ed and Tommy. Look forward to watching this later, and congrats to Daniel Smallwood for rebounding to second. He wrecked pretty early, so come back up through the field and finish second. That's pretty awesome.
Yes, sir. Well, yeah, okay. All right. Well, thanks for talking with us, Sean. Again, congratulations on win number 12, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Yep, see you next week.
All right, Daniel Smallwood, you come in second tonight, brother.
It's not what we wanted, but we had to take 2 tires there at the end and try to win the race. That's all we could do, because we knew if we took 4, we weren't going to beat them.
Well, the good news is you won $10 tonight.
Oh.
So you were one of the lucky numbers chosen. We chose 2 and 12. 12 did not stay in the race, which was Chris Boyle, so he would have won $10. But you stayed in. You come in second. You win $10, and you did get a point though. But what happened on that restart? Did you spin the tires?
Yeah, they spun. Just, I guess, sticking to having fresh tires on the right sides and not fresh on the left. I guess that's just what happened.
Well, I think it was a good call, though. It did get you out there, and you did get a point for leading the lap. But I don't know if you had any incident points tonight. I think you did. Did you have 2, 4? What did you have? How many incident points do you know?
I think I had 2. No, I had 6, because I got spun out the second. Well, I spun and I got 4X in earlier after I started losing. Shauna, I accidentally hit the wall and got a 2X.
Well, that kind of give you a little bit of you close in on Brian Phillips just a little bit further. I know you're a lot of points behind him, like 115 points or whatever, but that closed you down a few more. He finishes back a little ways further, I think like 8th or 9th. But congrats on second place, and anybody you want to thank?
I gotta thank Michael Gonzalez for spotting me. My mom and dad for watching me and supporting me. And everybody in the stand, my fans watching me, supporting me. I want to thank you, Ree, for doing the broadcast, and congrats to Sean Butler for winning the race.
Yeah, one of the biggest fan bases that I know of in iRacing, Daniel. I'm telling you, it's just awesome, man, to have that good of a following. So anyhow, congrats on second place, and thanks for chatting with us. And I'll get you that $10 here in a few minutes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, Ed, you want to take David Howard?
No, go ahead, Rudy. I'm trying to do something right now, buddy. Sorry.
Okay. David, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4. I got you, Rudy.
Well, you come back from a lap down, got the wave by, you pitted, had 4 fresh tires on that car, and man, you come up and took 3rd away from all these guys that were so fast out there earlier. William Kirk, Tyler Stanley, we even seen Timothy Lewis up there for quite a while until he got into it there, I guess, with him and Tyler got together. But you come in 3rd tonight. Are you happy with the results of what you had to go through to get there?
Absolutely. That caution come out perfect for me, and worked out. I about messed myself out of a good finish tonight. I felt like I had a car that could run with Sean. I was just kind of pacing myself, and he spoke about the tire wear. Mine wasn't as bad as other guys. It wasn't as good as his, but it wasn't as bad as the other guys. So I felt like if I could have not shot myself in the foot and only had a chance, I could have got a good finish. And man, that caution come out and saved my rear end, got me the lucky dog, and we were able to come home with 3rd. And this is one of my most unfavorite tracks, or was until tonight, and seemed to click for me tonight, and I think I like the place now.
Yeah, you seemed to run really good at the beginning of the race there, and I'm with you. I really kind of felt like, you were going to be right there with him and Daniel, but as it wound up, you were at the very end, and that's all really mattered. I think I was going to look here. You finished less than a second behind the leader, so that's really not too bad. Good comeback for being a lap down.
Hey, I appreciate it, Rudy. It was a lot of fun. I got to give a big shout out to my team there for a while. Insanely Fast Motorsports was running 1, 2, 3, 4, so that was pretty awesome to look up there and see all those guys in front of me.
Yes, sir. All right, David. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just you guys, Rudy, Ed, Tommy, all you guys do for us. Anybody else that helps you guys out in the booth or whatever. My mother, my father, my wife, my daughter. Any other fans I got out there watching, maybe a buddy of mine, Logan, Marvin, any of them guys watching, just thank you guys for being fans.
Yeah, I seen Marvin in there, and your mom is in there, so big shout out to them for watching. Thanks, guys. Thanks, folks. Appreciate that very much. And again, congratulations. Good comeback for you, David, and finishing third.
Yeah, 10-4. Thank you, Rudy.
All right, Ed, let's run down through the results. Sean Butler coming home the win here tonight. Daniel Smallwood second. David Howard Jr. fighting back from a lap down, finishing third. William Kirk fourth. Tyler Stanley fifth. Mark Robertson sixth. Mark was still a lap down. He started on pit road, but still wound up finishing a lap down, sixth place. Kevin O'Brien seventh. Scott Brinson eighth. Brian Phillips ninth. Timothy Lewis 10th. Click the right button. Nathan Miller finishes 11th, and Chris Boyles 12th. Again, congratulations to our winner here. Man, I keep clicking that wrong freaking button. What's up with that? Sean Butler for the win here tonight at Maximum Speed Racing. And folks, tune in. I think I'm not sure if I got a broadcast tomorrow night. I got to find out. But anyhow, if not, we'll see you Thursday night for SMRL. That should be a Southern Motorsports Racing League. I got to get that out right. All right, folks. Holler at you later. Have a good night and stay safe.